leaving the house on a Sunday because on a Monday we do have a driver. It's the only one. There's only one contract load that we do. It's in the Seattle area, up and down, like, you know, Everett, and then down all the way down to like past by Olympia. And we were hoping that there would end up being another driver to do this, if anything, or cover the other load. But anyways, we can't cover them all. And when we do try to cover them all, then sometimes I gotta go out myself. So long story short, Sunday night, 101 degrees outside. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Says 101. I think it's because it got a little warm out there. The van was running for a little bit, but it was 99 today, so just so you guys know. Tomorrow, I'm arriving over there somewhere around 1:30 a.m.-ish, probably, is when my arrival time would be. So I'm going to pick up 7 a.m. and then it's, I don't even know how many. There's going to be probably more BOLs sent throughout the night. They always do that because orders keep coming in or keep getting put in the system later on. But there's, you know, I don't even know how many stops. Usually it could be like 6 to 7, could be 8 stops. And they're all different and different amounts of things on there. So just covering a local out there load for another driver, because we gave him another load that we thought and hoped that it could deliver direct, but it can't. So, you know, he's doing something else and I'm covering this one for him. Plus it gives him something else to do than the usual, you know, what he does. He does it 3 times a week, so it's all good. It all works out. Look at that beautiful sunset. Look at that. Look at that. You guys got to throw a like just for that. Wow. So this one that I'm doing picks up at 7 a.m. at the airport, and then it delivers direct. By the time they're all done and over with, by the time you deal with traffic going up north on I-5, delivering up there, and then coming back down to Olympia and all the stops, it's usually somewhere around like 1:30, 2 o'clock that you get done. Somewhere around there. And it all depends of how, you know, how much traffic you deal with in the morning and how long it takes you to get up north and then down south. So it's, you know, it is what it is, but that's how it is. It just takes all day. Pretty much it's an all-day event. Doesn't seem like it could be, but it always takes all day. And you know what? That's all right. It's always all right. It's work. It's not always, you know, quick and done and you made your money and that's it. A lot of times you do got to put in the work and work for it. Check out the Ghostbusters vehicle. He even had a Ghostbusters sign on there too. Try to jump in front of this semi, what I normally don't do, so I can show you guys. Look at that. Ghostbusters. Check out the side. This traffic is not going to allow me to do anything. Anyways, Ecto 7, whatever that means. All I remember is just the Ghostbusters movie from, heck, way back when I was a little child and moved here. Besides that, maybe, I think there were cartoons too, maybe, but that was it. By the way, good morning to you guys from Seattle area. I'm loaded already and on my way to my stops. I think it's 8. It's not 8 stops. I don't know how many stops, because some of the stops have multiple bill of ladings. I know I have 8 bill of ladings, but I don't think think I have that many stops. Whatever stops I have, it doesn't matter, however many it is. I'll tell you guys later once I get it figured out and out of this traffic. But traffic is gorgeous this morning, guys. Gorgeous for a Monday morning. I-5. Could have taken that 509, but I didn't even feel like paying tolls. Every time I do that, if I'm out here, then I end up with like $12 or somewhere around there. 12 bucks worth of tolls just to go that way. That ain't worth it. So we're taking 5 with no tolls. Here's some Seattle skyscrapers for you guys. You've been here before with me, a lot of times at night, through the night, but during the day, it's a little different. Crazy things happening. Look at this. Battery light is on. Battery light's on because I did my third delivery, and then all of a sudden I look on the dash. I sit down, look on the dash. I'm like, I see the battery light. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just replaced this alternator per warranty. I already bought 2 of them from Oriley. One I bought the other year, and then one I bought in the beginning of this year. Or it was sometime around winter time, I think, that I replaced it. For some reason, they just, I don't know, don't last. They give them a lifetime warranty, but they don't last no lifetime. They last barely a year, it seems like. So now I don't even know if I'll make it or not. My voltage is like 12. I'll see if it keeps going down or not. I'm not going to shut the van off. The main thing is getting all these deliveries done today because it has to be done. The nice part about me knowing exactly what's happening is if you got some kind of a charger or an inverter that shows your voltage on your battery, that's good to have because I can see that my voltage is 12 right now. So it needs to be like close to 14 usually when your vehicle is running, or even over 14. And if it's not that, then that's a problem. So I'm trying to conserve power. I'm not going to be charging this battery anymore. I'm going to try not to charge my phone too much, so that way whatever charge that alternator is putting out, if it's anything, that way it keeps it okay until I can get to at least Oriley. Got to figure out what an Oriley is. That way I can go there, grab one, and just drive with it and see. If it's going to last me throughout all these deliveries, then I'll change it out. Or at least if I have it in hand, then I can at least change it out at home if I make it all the way home. But I don't know. We'll see. This is when the prayers start happening, and and you're going to know if they work or not, because mechanical issues, nobody can control any of that, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm gonna start praying, and we're gonna see how long this thing can last. Some drivers, sometimes it turns on and they can make it like another 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles, but I don't know if I can make that. Last time I did not. When it turned on, it was bad. Maybe because it wasn't an OEM one, I don't know. But yeah, that's, OEM one at that time was like over $800, and I think that the Oriley one was like either $280 or $380, something like that. Anyways, somewhere under $400 for sure. But I just got to get to an Oriley because that's where they would have one, and that's where the warranty's at. So they're gonna give me a free one for warranty, or at least I'll pay for it. Then I'll return this one. We'll see. We'll see what these guys say. But man, oh man, I really did not want this to happen. But at least it's happening somewhere where there's civilization versus no civilization. You know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean. I'm not going to run AC. That way it's not using power, so much power. So we'll see how it goes. Because if I start running AC and everything else, oh, 11.9, it is dropping. Dang it. It is dropping. Definitely not shutting this off, so talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. I'm still rolling. I did make it to an Oriley. I did pick up another alternator, and if I need to switch it out, which I do need to switch it out, I just paid for this one, but then I'm gonna get a refund when I bring my old one in, and they're just gonna refund me for this one because it'll be a warranty exchange. So far though, it's 11.6, 11.7, just keeps dropping down slowly as far as voltage goes. So I don't know how far I'll make it. I got 2 more deliveries left. 2 more, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more. I'm just hoping that I get all of them in, and hopefully they'll get them all done. That way at least I'm not losing money on this. Finding a recovery vehicle and then charging us for it and all that kind of stuff. So I just seriously, oh, right, okay, that's what I get for not paying attention. 11.6, 11.7, it keeps just bouncing around. Look at it. Back to 11.7. I'm just hoping that it could stay that way, and I'll just, I don't know. I'll see. After I deliver everything, I'll see if I'll just pull in a parking lot somewhere and just change it out and then go home, or if I'm just gonna roll home and see what happens, see if I can make it home. Because sometimes you can. If it puts out a slow charge and you're not running a whole lot of stuff like lights and all that, then you could be okay. So we'll see. We'll see how far it drops down. If it drops down below 11, then that's a problem. But if it stays like this, I'm just not, I don't shut the vehicle off. I filled up, I didn't shut it off. Every delivery I do right now, I don't shut it off. So I just leave everything running everywhere. At Oriley, I didn't shut it off either. So hopefully, police had to lower it down. Hopefully I can make all my deliveries and then just kind of one step at a time. Keep you guys posted. Had to happen and get me worried out here. But hey, it's better than last time on out in the middle of nowhere on the coast. Or actually after the coast I did do another delivery, but that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere too, going towards Colville and stuff. But metal is metal. You never know when you're going to end up broke down, have to call towing, pay for towing, pay for whatever expenses that come with a breakdown, and they suck. They really do. But you guys got to be prepared. This is life. This is the stuff that we deal with as an owner-operator. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still rolling. Barely, but there it is, 11.3, and I'm still going. It's picked up at one point up to like 13.7, and then after that kept dropping fast. Dropped to 12, held 12 for a while, and then now it just keeps, slowly going down. So I don't know how long I'll last, what's gonna happen. I sat in traffic, lost like 45 minutes in traffic, which sucked. Maybe that has something to do with it not wanting to keep up with the charge, but hey, I'm rolling, you know what I mean? When I stop, I stop. That's when I'll start fixing it and changing it out. I'm at my last delivery, so I'll talk to you guys soon. There's how some people live in US. Tesla, airplane, your own hangar. Life is good for some. Well, I consulted myself and made the executive decision that I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go as far as I can go, and I just hope it makes it all the way back without me, laying around on the side of the road somewhere trying to fix this. The alternative to do this is like go to maybe an Oriley parking lot or like a Harbor Freight and do it in there. But the problem is you never know. You could go, get under the hood, start taking stuff off, and then they'll tell you, nope, no, my friend, you can't do that here. No repairs in our parking lot, and call a towing company, if you don't stop. So kind of a double-ended stick in a way, sort of. So me, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go, and I'll see if it keeps dropping. Then obviously I'm gonna find, and it is dropping. Now it just dropped to 11.2. Maybe I just need to get on the freeway. But I just want to grab some food. That way I at least have food, so I'm not, going hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day today. It's already almost 2 p.m. So, and I got 313 miles to my home. Supposedly, if I go nonstop, I would need a fill up too. But if I go nonstop, almost 7 p.m. is when I'd get there. I mean, it keeps at 11.3. It bounces. It just bounced down to 11.2, but then it's been sitting at 11.3 the whole time. So obviously it's charging just a little bit. But I turned the AC on and tried to run that, and I saw that it was draining. So it was draining more than it was, bringing in. So I turned the vents off. Everything's off. I've just run on open windows. Close this one so you guys can hear. But yeah. That's the gist of it. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know if I made it home or not. Gonna grab some KFC. I'm feeling chicken. So KFC, there's a KFC down the road over there. I've already been there one time when I actually did this load a long time ago. Last time, it was a while ago. What's this guy doing? Oh, picking up trash from the bus stop. Of course. So anyways, KFC for me for lunch, and I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. It could be on the side of the road, or it could be, me pulling into the shop at home, and, hopefully that will be the case, and that way I'll just swap it out either tonight or tomorrow morning. Guess what? Hats off, I'm getting dirty. Alternator swap in the parking lot of Oriley. I start driving home, and it just slowly start getting down and down and down, and the worst one was 10.7 and then 10.6, and I was like, man, that's it, okay. So at 10.6 I pulled over into the parking lot, and all I had to do was buy a 17 millimeter 12 point to undo the socket for the belt tensioner. Besides that, I think I might have all the tools that I need other than that. So the main thing is hopefully the cops or security are not going to kick me out of here, but with what's going on around here, I got to keep locking the dang van so nobody really gets in through the door or somewhere else while I'm not looking. That's what kind of neighborhood I'm in, but can't be pickers and choosers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called A Few Hours Later. Look at my hands, and my face is probably dirty too. I don't know. Anyways, I got it swapped out. Now I just got to put the belt back on and then start it. And if it's giving me the right voltage, then I'm just going to take this one back inside for the warranty whatever you call it. For the warranty refund. Let's see what happens. What a pain in the butt. Big time. So it was a good decision for me to actually come here to an Oriley, or really to any auto parts store. Basically, you want to do this because my battery was drained to the point of where it wasn't, basically it drained so much that my jumper jumped it. I thought, here's a story, real quick. The old alternator had a kind of a looser, I felt like it was loose, ground. So basically I took the serpentine belt off, I started unbolting stuff, and I got to the ground wire and it was loose. I was like, man, maybe it's because it's loose. And so I tightened it up, put the belt back on, started to start it, it wouldn't start. I jumped it, I came in here and it wasn't doing a thing. So I'm like, dang it, man, I just wasted all that time. So took everything back off, serpentine belt off, took everything off, put the new one in, and then tried jumping or starting, it wouldn't start. Tried jumping, and my jumper was already dead. Piece of crap jumper. You gotta charge it like before you do anything with it. I had a tiny one, like 2,000 amps supposedly, that little guy right there. So wipe my hands time, go inside, try to get my money back, give them the receipt and so on and so forth, and see what happens next, and leave the van running. And now, check that out. I'm at 13.8. It's charging. 13.9, 13.8. Just right where we need to be. Hopefully it goes more than that, because 13 is kind of not a whole lot, but I mean, it'll still do everything it needs to do. It's just should be like a 14-ish. But it's okay. All right. I'm gonna go inside. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Exit 84 still a good place to fill up. Still cheaper because I filled up earlier today in the morning when my whole situation was happening for $5.29. Here it was $4.71 and I got 20 cents off, so I'm filling up right now for $4.51 at the moment. The van is doing good. I'm at 14. Look at that. So that's one way, like I told you guys, one way to know what your battery is like, how it's doing, what the voltage is by actually installing one of these inverters. And it's good. Inverter is also great for charging things. I run fridge from it. I charge things. Mine, I didn't have to have a huge one, but you can put in like an 1800, 1200, whatever watt one, and then you can run a microwave inside if you want. I would suggest doubling up on 2 batteries then, but with one, I don't know if you can do that high. But anyways, for me 500 is plenty enough for what I do. Once I drive, it charges everything I need to charge all at once and runs all my everything in here, so I'm good. For me, for what I do, 500 watts is plenty enough. But if you do want to run a microwave, like I said, then run some like 500 watts. It's good for like fridge. If you want to do like TV, things like that. But if you do want to run like a coffee maker or something like that, or things like that, like some kind of a kitchen, I would suggest doing like 1200, 1800 watt one. And this 500 watt one was only like $40 on Amazon. It was super cheap, and they're so easy to install. Batteries right here. All you do is just connect some wires straight to the battery, and you're good to go. Mount it wherever you feel like you want to mount it, and you're golden. So, power inverter, definitely, you guys. If you're on the road, it's something you do need to have just for really anything. I mean, whatever. You can pull an extension cord back there and, power on whatever you want to power on. Inflate your tubes and kayak and who knows what else people's hobbies are, but that's me. 13.9, 14.0, it's like 14.3, it just keeps bouncing around, so we're good. This alternator is good. It was the alternator problem, it wasn't a battery. So usually 99.9% of the time, if you get a battery light in your van or whatever vehicle you have, it's definitely because it's not charging it, so it's the alternator. If you come and all of a sudden try to start your vehicle and you can't start it because of a dead battery, that means it's a battery issue. It didn't, take a charge. But if you're driving and this happens, alternator, that's how you tell. And the other way to tell is when you start it, if you get jumped or whatever, if you do start the van or whatever vehicle you have, and you're looking at something that shows your voltage right there, it's supposed to be above 13.5-ish, above 13 anyways, as your vehicle is running. So something's going to show you that. If it's less than that, that means you have an alternator issue. It could push half power, quarter power. If it's underpowered, then you're going to get that. You're going to get that light that I got, the red one. So that's it for this video, guys. God bless you guys. Take care. Hershey lives and keeps on going another day after this. Unexpected, obviously, but hey, I got it fixed myself. I did have to go into Oriley because for some reason, I don't know why, I thought I had all my tools in here, but I don't. So when I do get home, I'm gonna re-evaluate my toolbox, maybe buy a couple more things, because I need to have everything in here when I do stuff. Otherwise, either I pull things out or my kids pull them out and they get put in the shop and that's it. But that doesn't do me any good when it happens over the road. So we'll see each other next time. Be blessed.